Hear me, I said I'm a Nigeria boy representing for King Mix-Up, the #1 source for the latest in dancehall entertainment. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, I'm Rose's mother. There's, you get this stuff for true, but you do one dead inside of the hospital. So don't make anybody tell you I was dead. Nothing like that. Was inside of the hospital.
Oh yes, man, that
no. Man can't buy, brother. Go back the office. We don't know one day. I have no office. I work for money 5 minutes.
You know, splash dash or something.
Serious. He's serious then, man. That's why I'm going over that side there.
In the power.
Chicken.
Eh?
You chop chicken.
Eh?
Okay, boom, viewers, welcome back to the channel. Subscribers, you already know how we do. We're blessed. Hoping to having a wonderful day today. But you know, my thing, one baga, and I gotta continue the updates on the people you see and don't see on the screen. That's why it's extremely important to watch to the end. And with that being said, you know, with all praises to the Most High, the Almighty, whoever wanna pray to, that Rose is alive. You see, my people, as you heard her mother say the rumors are not true. You heard experts speaking on the situation. You see, I said the people them, you know what I mean, did the unthinkable to Rose over her front. You see, I say a lot of, you know, women is experiencing that around the world. But since we're talking about Jamaica, you don't know the things said. You see, I say, but I'm just giving an update because I seen the story from morning and the people that might spread the rumors and things. So there you go. But since we're talking about, you know, the women thing, I was sent this story to highlight because the individual you see in front of you is, you know, have a youth inside of her, like, not like, I don't want to say, she have something grown inside of her, you know what I mean? And her baby father, well, I had another woman in the bed with him and she went over there to, you know, address it and, you know, they all ganged up on her, you feel me? Sent her to the hospital, wound in her stomach. And guess what? She was arrested. You know what I mean? Yeah, so let's listen to what she has to say. So if you don't want to hear me read, you can press pause and read it out for yourself. But those who do, let's get into it. She said, on Saturday, July 29th at approximately 5 p.m., I went to my baby father, Tavante, apartment to have a conversation with because I saw some girl posted up in his bed. And I was just there on Monday, July 24th. So I was a bit confused to what was going on. When I arrived at the apartment, the door was open, so I went inside and went straight to his bedroom where I saw Kevana, the girl that was in his bed, her best friend Abigail and Jahil, his brother. I stepped past all of them and went straight to Tavante. I tapped him on his leg and asked what, you know, was going on. He brushed me off. When I was leaving the bedroom, Kevana, you know, touched me in my leg, so I pepper sprayed her. Tavante, Murray, Jahil, Murray, and Abigail ran out the room and, you know, started beating me. Tavante stood there and watched all three of them attacking me. Abigail hit me in my head with an alcohol bottle while Jahil and Kevana was hitting me in my face and kicking me in the stomach. At this point, I couldn't see, you know, I couldn't see because my head was down and only felt something burning me. I thought it was the pepper spray, so I wasn't worried. Abigail and Jahil then said, you know, that youth you have inside of you, I forgot down to them. While Tavante stood there and watched everything, Jahil took me outside and started hitting me and punching me in the face. Jahil Murray then proceeded to pick up a rock to hit me in the head and, you know, hit in the head with it. Tavante friend heard me saying, Jahil, stop. I didn't do anything to you. He ran towards me and Jahil said, bro, stop hitting her, you can't go to jail. Jahil then responded and said, I don't care. The neighbor saw the slice on my stomach and said, oh my God, you have to go to the hospital. And then I looked on my stomach and saw the slice. I started to cry immediately, wondering if my daughter was okay. Tavante friend then asked if he could take me to the hospital. I said, no, you are part of this. You planned this with them. He said, no, Octavia, I didn't. Even though Tavante had another girl there. I said, okay, take me to the hospital because I am concerned about the baby. When I arrived at the hospital, I was immediately rushed into the surgery room where the doctor started taking my clothes off and checking to see if my daughter is still alive. Thank God she still is. My little princess is a warrior. I was being monitored for several hours to make sure my daughter is okay. The police came into the room and I was started reading my rights. I was a bit confused to why they was reading me my rights if I'm the victim. The officer took my phone and said that I'm, in police custody. I asked why. He said, I'm being arrested for pepper spraying my baby father, Tavante. I said, yes, I did pepper spray. I said, yes, I did pepper spray him after I was being attacked by, Kavana, the girl that was in his bed. I started explaining to the officer what happened, and he took, pictures of my face and my stomach. He had no idea that I was hurt. He began to write a report. On his way out, he said, I'm going straight to the station to issue out some warrants. I said, okay, thank you. Later that night, when I was, discharged from the hospital, I came home and took a shower and laid in my bed thinking that they were all being arrested. I went on social media and saw all 4 of them at a party, and I started crying. I'm like, what? Ain't no way. They just did all of that, this, and had, the nerve to go out partying, not being arrested or anything. I had, a mental breakdown. I was crying my eyes out in pain. While they were out partying and enjoying life after, they almost took me and my child, I stayed up all thinking about where did I go wrong. In the morning, I watched Abigail's Instagram story and saw a video of Tavante Murray, my baby father, Kavana, the girl that was in his bed, and Jahil Murray. I said, in the pool laughing as if it was nothing wrong. Fast forward to Monday morning today, the day I have court. When I went to court, they told me that there's a protective order and Tavante Murray is, the protective person. I was like, what? And I started to cry. I asked the judge if I could tell her something, and she said yes, but don't tell me anything that can be used against, me, in the court of law and all of these things. I told her what happened, and she was shocked. And she said there was no police report of that. I immediately started to break down crying and said I should call and follow up on my case after I'm dismissed. And when I got home, I called the police station to ask, what the update on my case that took place on Saturday, July 29th. He said, I'm sorry, ma'am, there's no police report of that. I got so mad and hung up on the phone and started crying at the moment. I knew I was on my own because they all lied and said they didn't do anything to me. So I had to, take it to social media because I deserve justice. The world need to know what took place on Saturday, July 29, 2023. How can a man I laid with to have a child allow this to happen to me, happen to his child? Now, she posted, images of, her sliced stomach and, the individuals that did this to her. But, how the thing said, I blurred it out. But if you want to see the unedited version, go on my mixupandthings.com website. Yes, we're going to put their picture up over there without the blurred up thing. So they can see the seriousness of her stomach. I'm not going to tell you a lie, people. Girl look like she get like 20 stitches on her stomach. You see my answer? Yeah, so let's go over to my entertainment website, mixupandthings.com, and you should see it there. Anyway, let's proceed to the next. Now, that's a quick update on Vybz Kartel lawyer. I'm not gonna lie, if Kartel no win the appeal, yeah, they're definitely gonna blame the lawyer. You know what I mean? Because them say I'm in a bagger from what they yeah. And in that them I try to say Andrew Stevens. Get the man, Boy, oh boy, freedom of speech is not a thing in Jamaica. But as you can see, other networks is cutting ties with him. As you see, MTV cut ties with attorney after, the comments of the DPP. You know what I mean? So, as I give an update, what I go on for that to go on, you see me. Yeah, but anyway, people may not got longer listen longer, you see me, I say. It look like, say, Ivani still a chat of the things about who. So if you want a good laugh, well, let's take a listen.
I'm here for Oreo. Stunner once said, date the opposite of what you like, and you're going to see that it works out in your favor. So, yeah, the more I want to put up my man and say, your other ex look better than him is not what is better, my love. That's not the case. It's how the man treat you. You understand? And that's all me have to say. The way me I, girl, if you sit down, can't stand me. I feel my life and I love it. I thought you come for Bertie. Can you come for me? Can you come for me? He's sad. He's sad. Kind of tap text on my phone like some obsession, batty boy. See boy sick. You know what's on there right now? I call me about car, licking a car. Keep that to yourself. But I just want to co-parent. Nigga, you can't treat nobody, boy. You can't friend me up in my pregnancy just for me to go hospital with me and go have my pit. You see that the boy do? Want friend me up from now. You wanna see? The boy want friend me up from now, so me and him good. See, so when time for a baby now, and me and him that down the hospital. And then he name a figure up on paper. Telling you, you could have never treat me. As me say, me and you good, me pull a stunt with me, you vex. Yeah. Go on, my business. Me and him was never good. As me and him talk, me pull a stunt. Me could have just start text now, by the next 5 minutes, me and you vex a block each other. Me not keep up with you, go on. You're looking somebody to friend, so you. So me can go to the hospital with a jolly little pain. When you look, you act like you did it for me just so that you could sign the paper. Do you think I'm stupid? No, do you think I'm stupid? Do you think I'm stupid? No, no peace with you. No peace. I tell him, so the baby named Michael, trust you, right? And the boy said, no, give me $31. Because I asked him about it since night. He said, not obligated to give me nothing. So you thief me $31. So I asked him, say, Smaddy, have I lock you up for $31 yet? Alright. Come here, I message him, I ask for my money, you know, give me my money, I know. And that is stealing. Also, when I take him phone. I say, yes. I took your phone, but the same phone you text me upon now, so I have proof that I gave you about the phone. I have videos in my phone that I handed back the phone to you. And you're using the phone now. But where the proof that you sent me back my $31, we can call PayPal at the station. PayPal, I go make them know say I never receive nothing. So yo, I bet you have to give me back my $31 now. If you're not happy though, you have to give me back that. No if nor but. You have to return it. It's a must. I'm gonna have to hurry up because my baby's going to pick me up in a Range Rover. So like, oh, I'm sorry, a Mercedes. I see why they hate me now, because they can't get picked up like me. Like, what the hell?
Again, don't forget to go on the website mixupandthings.com to see, you know, the footages of, you know, the slicing and dicings and things, because this reminds me of the girl Kaylan who was in a coma for how long and couldn't move and thing because the lady them did up down her at the party. Anyway, people, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to be notified whenever I drop the latest. Bless.